Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is quote 168. The quote today is by Aristotle. And of course, remember, he was a great Athenian philosopher who lived from 384 to 322 BC. Athenian, of course, means, Athens, Greece. Okay, let's directly take a look at his quote. Be a free thinker and don't accept everything you read as truth. Be critical and evaluate what you believe in. So this is Aristotle, way back, more than a couple thousand years ago, telling you that, well, fake news. Or that a lot of things that are written down may not be really correct of what you're reading. So be very, very careful. Let's continue here. When Aristotle is telling you to be a free thinker, he is telling you to have an open mind and think for yourself. Don't just listen and automatically believe others. You should even question sources that some others tell you that you can trust. In our modern times, that would be like mainstream media, the main news networks or the main publications that have been famous for many, many years. Even school textbooks, etc. Sources that are supposed to have good reputations, you may find out have been compromised at some point. Okay, well, it could have been when it was first written. It may not have been completely true at that point. Or over time, sometimes if somebody doesn't like what's actually written in the history books, they may try to rewrite it. They may buy the rights to the publishing companies and make subtle changes over time, to try to actually kind of twist or rewrite history too. Those could be other ways as well. Okay, let's continue. Many people will often accept ideas just to not be confrontational or just get along. Yeah, I know I've covered a lot of articles over the years, and you can see that there's actually a lot of students that automatically want to agree with what's written in the book. Well, if somebody wrote it in the book, it must be correct. It must be true. And not necessarily, but there's a lot of students that are like that. They will just by instinct think, well, it's written here, so it must be correct. I'll go with that. If your goal is the truth or real facts, you must always question. He also tells you to be critical. Aristotle tells you to be critical. Judge it, criticize it, see if it stands up to criticism, and evaluate what you believe in. He is telling you to do your own research. Without this step, you will never be sure of the answer. So even if somebody is telling you what's written is wrong, you should even double check that. You should check everything, just so you know what the real answer is. And it's only until you do your own research that you can start to get a grasp or form what you believe is really the truth. Of course, make sure you don't go back to the original source just to confirm it again. You have to check other sources in order to make sure that what you're reading is correct. Let's continue. Many fail at this point out of laziness. Yeah, maybe. Apathy, maybe they just don't care. Or fear. Sometimes it is fear too. Sometimes people don't want to know that something that they believed and they thought for their whole life or for a long time may not actually be what is correct. Let's continue. Always question again and again until the picture becomes clearer. Well, the whole picture, the whole situation. And the answers start to make sense. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.